It's gonna make it feel like there is a nice, cool party in your pants, which is the party that you want in your pants after you have a baby. Hello, all of you beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to show you what is in my postpartum hospital bag. I already have a video all about what's in my labor bag. This is like for all my stuff for postpartum and for going home. In truth, I never really thought that I'd be shooting this video, but today I am the most pregnant I have ever been, which is what I will say every day until I deliver. So I am 39 and 6. Today is the 30th. Tomorrow is my due date. This is my baby. And he or she is sitting pretty and happy. So we're gonna film this video because I'm looking for things to do because I'm going crazy. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Elizabeth. I am not normally, well, I'm always a little weird, so take that with a grain of salt. But I am a labor and delivery and postpartum nurse and a certified childbirth educator. Pregnant with my third. We don't know the gender, so I'm going to show you all the things that I'm bringing to make my postpartum experience and probably also labor experience for some of the stuff happy, healthy, comfortable. So without further ado, let's jump into my bag. You don't really need to bring much. In the United States, most hospitals, please check with your hospital for your baby. They have swaddle blankets, they have diapers, they have wipes. They have all of those good things. A lot of them have formula if you're planning on formula feeding. So really what you need to bring for baby is something for them to wear on the way out. And so this poor sweet little baby that's growing in my belly is the third child. I think I already said that. We have a boy and we have a girl. This baby has had literally nothing bought for it except like a few diapers. And I'm sure once it's here, I think part of it is like we don't know the gender, and part of it is it's like it's our third. People haven't really like given us anything either, which is fine. We don't need anything more, but I do feel bad for this baby. So I went out and I spent an obscene amount of money. Like, I'm embarrassed. Don't ask me how much they cost. I'll tell you, I spent like, okay, they were mislabeled. They took the tag off. I thought it was going to be $50, but it was like $70 for 2 of these sleepers. I'm embarrassed, but I was already committed, so I bought them. I got a newborn one, and the brand is KYTE. I mean, they are the softest things ever. So I got a little newborn one, but now that I am close to my due date and my other babies who were born earlier were 8 pounds, who even knows if that's gonna fit? My baby will be 47 pounds. I'm just kidding. I know my body won't grow a baby bigger than I can handle. But I also got this sweet little one in 0 to 3 months. So we have some options for the giant in my uterus. That's really all I bought and I'm bringing for the baby because I already have a hat in my labor video. I already have a swaddle in my labor video, but the hospital will provide everything else. And pro tip for you, if you can do less laundry, that's fabulous. Now, of course I am bringing the car seat, which is installed in my car right now. We just rearranged in our 3-row SUV to get everybody fitted in comfortably. I have a Graco car seat. It's just what I had with the last one. But it's important that your car seat is installed correctly. But so much more than the brand is if your car seat is installed correctly in the car. So it's really, really beneficial to meet with somebody who is certified in car seats. A lot of places in the United States, you can go to the fire department and they can help you do that, but just make sure that they're actually certified in installing car seats because not all of them are. And then looking over your manual and making sure that you're not doing anything in the manual that's not safe. I have a whole video on things not to buy for babies, but one of them is anything that affects the fit of the car seat. So something that goes back behind baby in the car seat that did not come with the car seat or is not approved in the manual of the car seat, or things that go over the straps that did not come with the car seat is not approved. So anything aftermarket that affects how the car seat fits your baby is not safe. Off that, but important to note. Now for me, in here, I have a few things for wearing in the hospital. You can wear a hospital gown the whole time, and in labor I tend to do that or just be naked. But postpartum, you start to feel a little bit more like a real person wearing an adult diaper, but a real person when you are wearing your own clothes, I've found. So I brought myself a couple of different options. So I have a pair of joggers that fit me now, so I know they'll fit me after I have the baby, because you still are gonna look about 6 months pregnant after you deliver, as well as a pair of shorts, pajama shorts. So I think having a couple pairs of pajama pants, because here's the thing with postpartum bleeding. After you have your baby, you do have a little bit of heavy bleeding, and no matter where the pad is, because you can't wear tampons, you have to wear a pad, the blood always somehow manages to get on your pants, get on your underwear, get on your bed. So pro tip is bring a couple of pairs of pajama pants. I also have just a regular plain t-shirt to wear in there, as well as a nursing tank by my very favorite brand, Alden, I believe is how you say it. It's available at Target. This is, let me tell you why I love this. I also have a nursing bra in here. That's the same brand. This clips down, obviously, but this pad is sewn in. There is nothing more frustrating to me than when your pads get all wibbly wampus, when you're clipping things down, or when you are washing them. It drives me insane. So I love that this has built-in pads. I also have a nursing bra in that very same brand, and I probably will pack maybe like one more just to wear home. And for all the suggestions that I got from you guys on my video on which bra to pack for labor, so appreciate it. What I ended up doing is just packing one of these in a black, because again, I love them. They fit great. They're super comfortable, and the pads are sewn in. All things I was looking for in that video and was looking for when breastfeeding my last 2 children. Now, postpartum, your hormones can be a little bit crazy. So you're cold and then hot and then having sweats. So I think it's always really nice to have just like a nice little cardigan. You also can just rock the cardigan with no shirt. Easy access for skin to skin. Here, picture me naked, or don't maybe, and then you can snuggle baby up on your chest with the cardigan. So this is from Target again. I like Target. We basically live across the street from it. The brand is All in Motion. Now to actually go home, and I did have a question about this in one of my most recent videos, like what's your favorite postpartum outfits for postpartum? So for me, postpartum, we're dealing with a couple different things, right? Pants are not gonna fit great because your uterus is still big, and you want easy access to boobs for breastfeeding or pumping, if you're breastfeeding or pumping, which I plan to do with this baby. So, again from Target, are we surprised, is this dress from Universal Thread. And I love this because it accommodates my bump right now, fabulous, but it also has working buttons. So things with working buttons or things that are easy to pull down are my favorite for postpartum. When I'm trying to go out in public and be like a real person, but at home, a t-shirt, a nursing tank, a nursing bra, and pajama pants are perfect and comfortable, because I don't want to put myself back in jeans. I don't want to put myself back in denim shorts. I don't want to have to think about those things. And if you've had a cesarean birth, it's nice to have a dress because that's not going to sit heavy on that incision that you have, that fresh wound that you have too. Oh, it's also really important, I'm going to be wearing these in because not much fits me, to bring some sort of plastic shoe, ideally a flip-flop, because for a couple of reasons. You can get really swollen during your stay, during giving birth, particularly if you have an epidural or you get a lot of fluids. You also are going to be more than likely walking around in the halls, walking in your room, walking in the showers. We clean the floors, but like sometimes people's water breaks on the floor, you know? You want to have a shoe, and you want to have a shoe to go home in that you are sure is going to fit. So these are Birkenstocks. They're like plastic Birkenstocks. I've had them for years. They're my favorite. I wear them all the time. They're super comfortable. So I will be wearing these. I'm wearing them right now actually, but I will be wearing those in the hospital as well. Some other things that we've got packed in this bag. A very long phone charger. These are great for the hospital because you know the phone charging station is like way over there, like the plugs are far away from the bed. but also good for when you go home, because in the middle of the night, when you're breastfeeding, when you're trying to stay awake, when you're doing a little bit of online shopping, because it's good for the economy and it hurts no one, having a long phone charger to keep your phone charged is going to be really helpful. Now, something else that I have packed, because oddly enough, I don't know if this is globally, I don't know if this is just in my state, I don't know if this is just in my hospital. We are out of benzocaine numbing spray, okay? Also known as Dermaplast. If you buy this in the store, make sure you get the blue top. The red burns. This feels fabulous on the bootay. On the stitches, yes. On the hemorrhoids, of course. It's gonna numb everything up. It's gonna make it feel like there is a nice, cool party in your pants, which is the party that you want in your pants after you have a baby. The only party that is acceptable. So I got myself a couple of these. Now, I will be making, after this baby is born, all the things that you can ask for in the hospital, all of my tips and tricks, all the things that I give patients that maybe aren't necessarily for that specific use even, for you to take home, because I think it's really helpful to know what's available, what you can ask for. Now, it's not going to apply to every hospital, but it will apply to a lot of them in the United States. So I'm going to be making that video when I come home from the hospital with all my goodies. But typically this is one that I would get from the hospital, as well as those Tux pads, those witch hazel pads. But unfortunately, none of this is available right now in my hospital. One of my coworkers texted me and was like, girl, get you some booty spray. And I was like, done. And I had to go to two different, first I went to Target, they didn't have it. I was shocked. Then I had to go to like 2 different CVS's. So maybe call and ask your hospital if they have this, or just pick up one to have just in case, because you can always, you know, if you have a couple bathrooms at home, this stuff. The other thing that I really recommend that you bring for yourself is toiletries. The hospital, if you forget something, has toiletries, but they don't have conditioner. And they're not great, right? They're like, in a pinch, we'll use them. So I have this whole little thing with toiletries in here, including stuff for my contacts and my glasses, shampoo for myself and for my husband, toothpaste, deodorant. I got this cute little deodorant. Because after you have a baby, you are ripe. You are ripe with the natural musk of childbirth. But then also hormonally after you have a baby, like, you tend to be kind of stinky, which I don't think a lot of people know. You get your night sweats and you get your stank. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm getting a little weird over here. It's fine, everything's fine. But the first shower after you have a baby, chef's kiss, life changing. You are a new person. So it's nice to have some of your own toiletries to do so. I'm also going to bring a little bit of makeup, because it's nice to feel like a real person. And if you're somebody who wears makeup to feel like a real person, that can be really beneficial to have. You don't have to bring makeup. You do you. And if you don't put on the makeup, obviously, totally fine. But I've always found a little bit of mascara makes me feel like I'm more like alive to the world. So the other thing that I will be sure to have, and I actually keep it right in here with all my other cards, is my insurance card and my ID, both of which are needed to register me in the hospital and are needed to charge my insurance for my stay. Now, you can register without these, but you'll need to bring them in at some point for registration. Thing that I will be packing, which I think I talked about in my last video, I definitely did, because I had a beautiful Esmeralda pillowcase, which my daughter has now claimed for her own, is my very own pillow in a non-white pillowcase so that it can be easily identified as mine and not get taken with the hospital pillows. Now, this is a beautiful, luxurious pillow. Now, how you could confuse it with a hospital pillow is beyond me, but it's important that I keep that with me, because that is a nice pillow. So one thing that I packed in here for my own personal comfort, I know that I'll be able to get ice for my bottom in the hospital. I know that I'll be able to get a sitz bath in the hospital. I know that I'll be able to get the Tux in the hospital. But another thing that I packed for my own comfort is a giant heating pad that plugs into the wall. This might be a little controversial, because at some hospitals they don't like you to bring heating pads because they think you're gonna burn yourself like an 80-year-old man who has no feeling. But those afterbirth cramps, particularly after your second, third, fourth, fifth baby, are intense. They get worse with every baby when your uterus is working to shrink back down to its normal size. So I like to have this so that I am not feeling like I'm in labor every single time I breastfeed and get afterbirth cramps. So the other thing that I will be bringing, kind of for baby, more for me, is just props for pictures, which I know I talked about in my last video, and I have the exact same prop. This is what we use for my son. So this baby currently, gender, sex, biological sex unknown, name unknown, delivery date and time unknown, weight known, 47 pounds. So I'm just kidding. But we'll use that to announce that the baby is here, which is so exciting. And I cannot wait. I am so excited, and I am stressed and just trying to enjoy this time of the in-between between the very end of my pregnancy and my baby's arrival. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. Definitely let me know if there's anything you think I should add. Let me know soon, because who knows, I might even post this after baby's arrival. But if I do, I'll definitely put anything I wish that I had brought with me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys!